Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what I got for Prime Day, and I'm very excited to go through these things with you. So if you enjoy this type of content and homeschool content, remember to subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, so I have two different categories of things that I got. Stuff that was more like for mom and stuff that was more for homeschool, but more Christmas and birthday present stuff, not stuff that we're going to use right now for homeschool. So that's why I'm up here hiding in my bedroom. But I have this huge box of mostly games that were in my Amazon cart. I just keep a running list there, and I went through them late for me, it was like 10 o'clock at night on the last day of Prime Day. And I was going through all the things and seeing which ones were on sale. Some of them were super discounted, and their pricing is very weird. When you go back and look at the receipts, it's kind of hard to tell what was discounted, what was a lightning deal, because some things just show they were discounted. So I probably won't be able to give you much of that kind of information, but everything had some sort of deal going. Some of them were part of, like, if you bought 3 within a grouping, then they give you $10 off. So some of them are that. So everything was discounted to an extent. If I remember what it was discounted, I'll let you know. But someone suggested using this time to buy Christmas presents, and I was like, oh, I hadn't even really been thinking about that. I was trying just to not spend any money. And then I was like, oh, but I do have some stuff that maybe I could get. So I went through my cart and found some things. So we're gonna maybe do the mom stuff first, and then we'll do the homeschool stuff. We'll open this big box and I'll show you everything that I got. Okay, so a lot of the mom stuff I got was greatly influenced by Shea Whitney. I love her. She's just so down to earth and so sweet. And a few of the things Angela Braniff also mentioned as well, and also Jordan Page. So those are kind of all the YouTubers that kind of influenced me to buy all this stuff. So the first few things are just some of the Amazon basic tees right here. I love these. I have so many of them. And since they were on sale, I got more because I basically live in these and joggers all the time. That's what I wear all the time. And so I get a large just because I like them to be a little bit bigger. I can fit into mediums just fine, but my shoulders and arms are a little bit bigger from lifting. So I got just these they come in so many colors, guys. Like in a variety pack, you can get them mixed. So these are the same, but you can get white and black. They sometimes have, like, I think I have a bright pink one. I don't wear that one very often except to work out. But I have a whole bunch of variety, but I just really wanted my normal, like, basic staples, which are the gray ones. So I got those and the black ones, and they come in a pack of 2. So I'm excited to have more of those because I go through them. And then there's these joggers. These are the Amazon basic joggers, and I haven't tried these before. Like I said, live in joggers, and I have Old Navy ones that I love, and they're a little bit more like the moisture wicking type fabric, the ones I have from Old Navy. But I wanted to try these. These are a little bit more of a, like, I don't know, a cottony material, not so much of that dry, like that wicking away, that moisture wicking. Whatever it's called, I don't know. And so I actually got these gray ones, and I got some black ones, and I wore the black ones yesterday, and I actually really like them. It's pretty hot where I live right now, and I didn't think it was too bad to wear in the heat. They're obviously a different texture, and they fit a little bit differently than my Old Navy ones, but I thought they were super, super comfortable and very flattering. They're a little bit higher waisted than my Old Navy ones, and so I like that as well, because I'm a mom and have some extra skin there. So it's nice to have the higher waisted ones. And then the last, like, clothing thing was a jacket, and this was again something I've seen Shea Whitney share several times, but it was I think it was like $50 off or something on Amazon Prime Day. And so this is what it looks like. I'll put links down below so you can see what it looks like on somebody. But I got a large because my arms are extremely long, and so for my shoulders and my arms I usually need a large, and this fits me just barely. Like, it just hits right here. The only time I can get a smaller size is if they sell talls usually, and that's the only time. But I have a really thick winter coat that is for very, very cold temperatures, but I don't really have anything in between. I have like sweatshirts, or I have that coat. So when it gets pretty cold where I live, and so when it's kind of in that in between, I didn't have anything to wear for that. So I was hoping that maybe this would do the trick, and I got it in a different color than I would normally be comfortable with. So I'm excited about that. So there's that. And then just a few, I guess, sort of beauty items. I got the Luminaire. Is that how you say that? I don't know. I don't speak French. My husband does. But anyways, this is something I've been wanting to try for a while because I haven't ever used whitening strips. I don't think so. Not that I recall. But these ones are clean. Okay, they don't use the peroxide, I think, that the other whitening strips do. And so, especially for sensitive gums and stuff, these are apparently really good. There's a lot of people that love them so much. So I'm excited to try these out. And they were, again, like 40% off, I believe. And then my nails have been having a day over here. And so I don't even know if that's going to focus. It's like, I don't like you today. This is the OPI Nail Envy. This is something I think Shay Whitney had recommended. And I've used nail strengtheners before. It's been a long time. But I saw her recommend this and I'm like, oh, my nails are just struggling. They kind of go through waves of doing really well and then they have a really hard time again. And so right now we're having a really hard time and they just break, and I'm really hard on my nails as well. And so that's not helpful either. So I'm gonna try this and see if it helps kind of get them back where they need to be. And then the last thing was this dry shampoo. I've seen recommended again by a couple people, and again, a clean dry shampoo. And so I thought I'd give it a try. This is Chlorane, so we'll see how that goes. But as far as mom stuff, that's what I got, and I'm excited for all these things. Some of it was a little bit more splurges, and some of it was stuff that I use every single day. Okay, now we're gonna get into this beast of a box. I have lots of these things. Does everybody else's kids love these things? My kids do too, and I'm not a very nice mom, and I just pop them all with the scissors myself because it drives me crazy to hear all the noise. So anyways, we're gonna get in here and look at some of these things. There's so many things. And when I bought some of these things, I didn't know specifically which child they were going to, or if it'd be like a group thing. I just was like, these are things that I have liked for a while, or have been in my cart, or I saw and was like, okay, this could be fun. So I'll decide as it gets closer, because we have Christmas and all my boys' birthdays are right after Christmas. All three of them within like a week and a half of each other. And so they'll get used. All this stuff will get used because we have a lot of stuff that goes on around that time of year. But the first thing was some of these. I don't think we've ever had these building blocks before. If you can see them, they have those little balls on the end. Maybe we've had a few of them. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever bought them, but I think someone has given us some before. And I used to see these as a child and thought they were fun as well, but they can build a whole bunch of different things. And again, this is for ages 3+, so I don't know exactly who it's gonna go to, but I just thought it would be fun. And I try to focus, if you haven't seen any of my Christmas videos, I'll link them down below, but I try to focus on STEM, artsy type things for my kids, things that are helping them like grow their imagination, use their hands. We don't really go for a lot of like tech type stuff or things that make lots of noise or anything like that. I want them to be in it, hands-on type of learning. So that's kind of what I went for here. And then this is another type of STEM building thing. Again, some of these are going to be really hard to see, and they'll come up again, I'm sure, in my Christmas videos later on, but that's kind of what the pieces look like right there. If you can see them, I'm just making sure no one's trying. My door is locked, but you never know. You never know around here, and the baby's asleep across the hallway, but so we have those. That's another just STEM building type thing. So probably my younger two kids, I always say that now, I'm like, I have a baby, but the youngest two that could have those, that's probably where those will go. And then this game was also on sale, like super discounted, so I thought we'd try it out. Taco versus Burrito. It had pretty great reviews, so we'll see how it goes. I usually give like one game or two, just kind of depending on the year, for Christmas to my kids, but then it kind of gets sucked into homeschool. It's like you can open it, but it's everybody's type of a thing. That's kind of how it goes. And then I also have this that just looked fun, this pop puzzle right here. It's kind of Tetris, but it has the pieces are the little the pop-it things. So I thought that would be fun. And then this I got in mind with my baby, because he'll be 1 almost at Christmas time. So this might be a slightly more advanced for him, but then, you know, by the time he's 18 months old, it'll be the middle of the year and no birthday or Christmas coming. So he can play with this for a while. But this is a Peekaboo Learning Farm, and we have another thing from Learning Resources, and I have enjoyed that as well. I feel like their stuff is really good. So I thought this would be fun, and they're like little puppets as well that you can put on your fingers. And then this was a game that was super discounted. I remember looking at it and I was like, oh, okay, but this was in my Amazon cart for a while. And I thought it would be fun to try. I don't exactly know how it all works. Again, these are things I see other people recommend and I'm like, oh, we should try that. But it looks sort of Tetris-y. Again, puzzle, logic thinking, all those types of things are good, and especially for kids. And it's not something I ever became super good at when I was younger. And so I always end up buying stuff that way, that is more oriented that way. And then I'm like, do I even know how to do this? Hopefully, because I'm supposed to help my kids do it. And then I just send them to their dad. I'm like, go ask dad, he knows. And then this game was also, this wasn't something I was even considering getting at the time, but it was at least 50% off, I believe. And so I was like, okay, we'll get it. So this is the Continent Race. So a great like geography game schooling game. And I think, so this is 7+. So we'll see where my kids are in this. But it had, it says, have fun learning the continents, the countries of the world, and their flags. So a lot of cool things in here to try out. And then we also got this, which I feel like I'm going to have a fight on my hands with this. I don't know who it's going to go to, but I saw this on sale and I had put this in my cart a while ago because I was like, oh, my boys would love that. And so we'll see how it goes and who it goes to. I don't know if it'll be a birthday present or if it'll be a Christmas family game thing, you know, where it just goes into homeschool and everybody gets to use it, because then hopefully there'll be minimal fighting. But yeah, something, I don't know anything about Minecraft, but this is, I'm sure they'll love it. And then we just have a few more things in here. So this was just another fun, like simple game that might go to my 5-year-old. It says 6+, but of the Math Dice Junior. We haven't ever played just the normal version, so I don't know how much harder that one is than this one. But I like Think Fun. We have so much of their stuff. We keep them in business. And here's another, this is another Think Fun thing. This is just a magnetic travel puzzle. And so again, I don't know how this all works, but I got it because it's something that my kids are interested in right now and thought it would be fun. And then the last thing is a light bright. I thought about this last year for my youngest. I always say that. She's not my youngest anymore. But when I think of buying presents, she's still my youngest. And so I thought about this last year, but then didn't end up getting it. But it was so cheap for Prime Day. I was like, okay, we're gonna get it and try it out and see if they like it. I had one, I believe, or one of us did, one of my siblings did when we were younger. And so I just thought it would be something fun for them to be able to try. Okay, so that was my Amazon Prime Day haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some inspiration or some ideas of things you could get for yourself, maybe gifts for others, homeschool things, Christmas ideas. I know Christmas is still 6 months away, but you know, it's Christmas in July, so that's fine. And once October hits, it's January already. So it will be here really fast. So hopefully these things kind of gave you a few ideas of things that you could do for your kids. And remember to give me suggestions down below. I always love hearing your suggestions of games that you have, of books. They're also very helpful, and I love reading through them all, and I go look at them all on Amazon to see if it's something we'd be interested in. So put them down in the comments. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.